your team's not going to benefit at all.
They're good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They got whole X factor. I forgot to go put Anthony Barr shit on again. Fuck. Let's just go base.
Yellow. They're running it.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer Marcus Allen. He'll have a first down past the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
They got D-Hop.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a toss play. Allen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
We good. That wasn't you. That's on me.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We got to get some type of power back.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield,
Kamara
success on first down. Huge
difference,
differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go.
From the 24, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught.
Oh, well. Take the catch.
Nice gain of 21 yards.
I understand, but I like that catch
piecing
too.
together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in with the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back
I might hit the middle.
Further.
Watch that mid blitz is coming.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
It's a room to maneuver. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown. As his guys are
that hold's
in for
gonna be
6.
coming 99.
And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him.
I think the highest you can get into regular now is 91, but when they put in the new levels,
and they say challenge
he's gonna get to 99.
The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
Now we might have to put
when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This is feeling a couple yards deep. Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
John Ross might need to go back there. I used to house him with Ross.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the
run
field.
it?
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
You got one to beat.
They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. On third and long, it's Mahomes.
Good job, Juju.
Schuster, that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. These two teams all tied after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, he's mid-blitzing every play.
Decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You got to block that running back.
Picks up his second sack.
Put 2 backs in the backfield.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage.
Put both running backs in the backfield. We could be.
That's really difficult to do in today's NFL.
You want to take the time out, we go get you.
That you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Time out.
Now the Bears going to call
Put 2 running backs in the backfield. If you got that in that
as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yeah, we could beat them.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
I'm going that post. I'm running exactly his route.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
That's good, D.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
Let's see if they can handle it.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A big sack. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Try to read it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a carry for Allen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Caught left side, it's Beckham.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for the touchdown.
Yeah, man, they need to take that man out this damn game, man. Bo Jackson will really be returned.
And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
You come under. I'm going to run a safety out. You come across that. Yeah, it's going to be open because I'm going to draw a 3. I'm going to draw a 3. Timber.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Odell Beckham, 40 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Right there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. It's likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Just trying to keep everything.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
No more.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Fuck is Tony Baker.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Allen here on the screen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
What are you doing? You get them 2 running backs to block for you and give us a quick, that's rat. We throwing long. So I'm saying.
Yellow, 180. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
See, we're not gonna outrun it.
Yellow.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All right, well, go in the eye or go in single back. No. Single back, where we have the tight end to block and the running back to pick up the other side of it.
There's a 180. Not today, you are. Not today. 45 to mark. 45 to mark.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Mahomes. Got his man on the comebacker. It's Hill. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
45.
On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes going to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Derwin James got put on his ass, kiss up.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. $43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The drive starts with a run by Allen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And didn't start. Try something. I understand the frustrating nature.
Attack!
From the 41, Mahomes trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off at the 39, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively,
We're
this
down
is a
special.
dream. He could have fair caught that one.
We
That was
need to
way
go
too
back
easy.
to running the ball. Or crying. Well,
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And an alley to run. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey, 52 yards. And the Bears draw a
hey,
bit
Sky
closer.
kick it on the
That's the score you
on
felt
the
they had to
return.
have here in the
Put it
third
to the
quarter to
right.
get back in
Sky
this game.
kick it.
And you know that
Don't
there was an
kick for
emphasis
these
on their
bitches,
side.
man.
Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes
To the right.
that binds
So the
you up so
fullback
much that
gets
you
it.
try too hard, you don't get the score.
Sky
A
kicked that
perfect
shit.
combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
As long as you press Sky kick, it should go to him. We should be good. Yeah, to the right.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Yeah, you go return the motherfucker.
This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return
We
here as he'll
gave
get it
up,
up to
we
the
gave up 3
29-yard line.
and 4 yards. That's different. Yeah, that's what they did to us when we got the other time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
Good
He'll
pick,
look to
Amos.
throw. And an alley
Let's
to
go.
run.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Yellow. Easy.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was
I
swallowed
didn't
up
think
because what they're
Darius
hoping,
Slay was that
those
good.
big defensive linemen will take the
Everybody
beat
else.
and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set.
Got him
to
out
bring
of
the
it.
fourth
You want to
quarter.
go for a touch?
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
Okay,
And
cool.
out of the run. And they work it inside the 15-yard
We
line.
gotta
before
attack
it's
him.
all
We
said
got him
and
out of
done.
that mid-blue.
12 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first
Like
3
him.
quarters, but when they have,
Yeah,
he's been
man.
efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not
And he's going to be
Was I
taken
supposed to
down,
block?
sacked back around the 18-yard line. Anthony Barr in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here
I
this
seen it
afternoon.
when I did it. I didn't pay attention. I gotta get
So
out
after
that
the
back
sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Ooh, I like that route for Kelly.
2nd and 14. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return
That was
stops.
on us. That's right.
Well, this is
We
a
both
defense
ran
that
the
can
same
confuse
route.
even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker
Come on,
that's going
we
to stay
good.
at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to
On
him.
the play. Good
And that one
job.
covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the
We
wrong
both ran
direction
the
there.
same
Brings
route,
up 2nd
like
down.
NC
A
said.
3-yard loss
We
to
fucked
start
you
the
up.
drive.
That ain't
They'll look
on
to
you.
make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the toss, here's Allen. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll let it go deep for... He's got a man. Complete. 30. The 20. 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
I know why.
Odell Beckham. 88 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of control.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 20,
come on, defense.
10,
need y'all to make one more play.
Touchdown, Chicago. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
Kittle is the best tight end in the game.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line, 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Well, let's go.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Let's go.
This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Whoa. What the fuck? I'm lagging. Oh, man, come on. It's gonna kick me out. This is bad.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. The tackle made by A.J. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. It's caught by OBJ. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Odell Beckham, 65 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. 22 yards there, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. One final try from Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.